for this week's report. The town studies parking, traffic, and pedestrian flow. What changes could be on the horizon for downtown? A talking turtle gives us Halloween updates from Parks and Recreation. A reaper is loose at the Folsom Tavern, but she likes to party. Info about party affiliation before the presidential primary. The racial unity team to mark Indigenous Peoples Day on October 9th. The Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce celebrates its history and community at a recent event. Last call for beer and chili at the 2023 Powder Keg Festival. And we hit a milestone with 100 episodes of the report over 5 years. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the 100th Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The Planning and Sustainability Department is conducting a parking study downtown to better understand parking and pedestrian needs. We sent our other Bob Glowacki out into the streets to learn more about the study. That's right, Bob. This summer, the town has partnered with consultants on a downtown parking, traffic, and pedestrian flow analysis project. Building on past efforts of the town and the Rockingham Planning Commission, the project intends to update an inventory of existing parking and associated regulations in the downtown area, collect data on how parking is utilized, and assess traffic and pedestrian infrastructure conditions that have an impact on mobility. We're here in downtown Exeter today to speak with residents and visitors about their thoughts. Do you usually walk downtown or do you drive?
Sometimes I do walk from my house down here. Sometimes I'll park, find a parking space. If not, I'll just keep going around in circles.
This corner appears a mess as far as traffic, but it's always been that way for the last 40 years. That's about the only thing that can be fixed.
Would be nice to have additional parking, and I've always been in favor of having a kiosk and people pay.
I just like the fact that it's free and I don't have to worry about that and pay a $40 ticket when I get out of here where I'm just shopping.
I mean, everybody is very conscious of the crosswalks, and they obey. They stop when you're walking across. So you just have to be aware. You can't jump out in the middle of the road and not expect to get hit.
Saturdays it gets busy. I mean, I do have customers that have said, "Hey, I would have stopped in, but I couldn't find a place to park." But I think during the week, I think it's okay. People do like the fact that they're not charged to park down here. So I think that's a plus for retail businesses.
We spoke to town planner Dave Sharples about what the town hopes to achieve with this project.
We proposed a study to look at the downtown traffic, parking, pedestrian safety, and so forth. When we went through the master plan process, a lot of people mentioned it, so it was on people's radars. So we hired a firm, Stantec, to conduct a traffic, parking, and pedestrian flow analysis, and that is underway right now. They're basically looking at the parking, looking at what's available, looking at the utilization rates, looking at turnover, to determine some recommendations moving forward that the town could choose to implement. One of the main thrusts is right now we don't manage parking. There is time parking, but it is not currently enforced. And we need to manage parking so we can get better turnover and places for employees and visitors to find a spot to park.
Residents and visitors to Exeter are encouraged to share their feedback through an online survey open now and available on the town website. The town is also hosting an open house and presentation on October 4th in the Exeter Town Hall. Those wishing to learn more about the project can drop in between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. or from 4 to 6 p.m. to see information, graphs, map, and to meet the project team. Interested parties are encouraged to come back to the Town Hall at 6:30 p.m. for an hour-long presentation and to share their thoughts and questions with the project team. For more information about the project, the survey, and the upcoming open house, visit the town website, exeternh.gov. Back to you, Bob. Thanks for that report, Bob. Have something to say about parking after watching that segment? Leave us your thoughts in the comments below this video, or better yet, go and take the survey today. Turning now to Exeter Parks and Recreation, we have a quick word from Recreation Coordinator Caroline Thuma about some spooky events next month.
Cowabunga dudes! Michelangelo here to tell you about all of our upcoming Halloween events. First off, on Saturday, October 21st, we have our annual Halloween costume parade and contest. Join us at 10:30 a.m. in Swayze Park for our costume judging. Pet costumes are also very encouraged. 11 a.m. will kick off our parade as we go through Swayze Park and finish in downtown Exeter for some downtown trick-or-treating from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. See you out there. Next up, we have our Halloween myths and legends. This one's for residents only, but it's going to be super fun and spooky at Exeter Town Hall on October 25th from 10 a.m. till noon. We'll discover why witches fly on brooms and why ghosts haunt the White House. We'll have a guest lecturer come and present us all these different myths and legends from the area that we've heard over the years for this special Halloween presentation. Also on October 27th from 6:30 to 10, we have a special edition of Kids Night Out. This one will be a spooky version. We'll have our summer adventure camp staff here running a special night with pizza, games, activities, and a special showing of Coco. This is great for kids ages 5 to 13. This will be a super fun way to celebrate Halloween with all the kids in the community. Join us here at the Rec Center Friday, October 27th from 6:30 till 10 p.m. Adults, this event is for you. Join us for our first ever Midnight at the Masquerade Murder Mystery Dinner. This one's a very special event to us. It's a fundraiser for our youth program scholarships. We've recently experienced a higher demand for scholarship needs in our community, and we'd love to be able to serve everyone. Please join us for a live action, Clue-like event where each guest will be a suspect and a detective. We have a special acting troupe coming in, as well as dinner catered by Celebrations Catering, as well as a cash bar available. It's going to be a wonderful evening full of mystery, intrigue, and of course, murder. When is trick-or-treating in Exeter? Excellent question. We've got 2 trick-or-treating events. First is our downtown trick-or-treating, which is on October 21st as part of our Halloween parade and costume contest. That'll be from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. for downtown trick-or-treating on Saturday, October 21st. Obviously, here in Exeter, we love Halloween and we love to celebrate Halloween on Halloween. Townwide trick-or-treating will be on Halloween, Tuesday, October 31st from 4 p.m. till 7 p.m.
If you're looking for more information about these events, you can visit the town website at exeternh.gov/recreation.
Another spooky event is being hosted by the Exeter Lit Fest for their fall fundraiser. Will Tapley took a trip to the Folsom Tavern to learn more about the magical mystery masquerade party.
Hello, I'm standing in what will be the beer garden for Exeter's hottest Halloween event. It's called Spooky Folsom. Out here we'll have a graveyard and beer garden. Inside we have themed each room with a spooky theme. There'll be a critter kitchen. There'll be a booth for fortune telling. And there'll be Beyond the Veil, an experience will you ever get back? And finally, one of my favorites, the Cryptid Lab, where we'll find interesting specimens from all over the world, including this Bigfoot footprint found in Somerset, England. You must be 21 years of age or older to enter the beer garden and the haunted house. Come in your costumes, come if you dare. October the 14th from 7 to 9 p.m. here at the Folsom Tavern in Exeter.
With the 2024 presidential primary on the horizon, we have an important message from Exeter supervisors of the checklist.
Hi everyone, I'm Vicki Novoychek, supervisor of the checklist here for Exeter, New Hampshire. We're here to announce today that October 6th is the final day to change your party affiliation for the New Hampshire primary, and that date has yet to be set. The October 6th date is vital due to the fact that our filing date for candidacy for president is on October 11th. So by law, we are registered voters have an opportunity to change their party affiliation prior to the filing date. So our date is October 6th, which is the Friday before filing date. We hope to see you there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. All of our information is on the town website. And if you have any further questions, you can always reach out to our town clerk's office and they're able to help you as well. Thanks so much.
Residents don't need to wait for the supervisors of the checklist session. Voters can change their party affiliation in the town clerk's office before October 6th during their normal business hours. New voters can also register to vote any time before and on Election Day. For more election information, visit the town website at exeternh.gov/elections. October 9th is Indigenous Peoples Day in Exeter, and the Racial Unity Team will once again host an event in Founders Park. Gabe Perez has this report.
The Racial Unity Team will be bringing back Exeter's 4th annual Indigenous Peoples Day and Founders Park on Monday, October 9th from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. The event, which is open to the public, is a celebration of New Hampshire's native people, both of the past and in the modern age. As it is a school holiday, you can bring your kids in to see what can be learned, as well as play in the event's many activities. Working alongside the Exeter Historical Society, American Independence Museum, both the Exeter Public Library and Wigan Memorial Library, and several schools part of SAU 16, this year's event will revolve around fauna, and will include understanding local wildlife and how to preserve it, as well as giving children and guests the opportunity to explore Native American culture. The event is completely free, provided generously by the Racial Unity Team, who hope to see Native culture become more widespread and understood. If you're interested in attending the event or learning more, you can visit the Racial Unity Team's website at racialunityteam.com.
The Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce celebrated memories and milestones at their recent event on Franklin Street. We stopped by to learn more about the Chamber's commitment to community.
Generations of employees, board members, volunteers, and ambassadors of the Exeter Chamber of Commerce gathered this Tuesday at Mila by the White Apron, an event venue in downtown Exeter, to honor their collective memories and work. The wholesome event was named Memories and Milestones, and it emphasized the power of community and the bonds forged through dedication and hard work. It was a heartfelt thank you to all who have contributed to the Chamber's legacy.
We're so excited for this event with the Chamber to help recognize all of our members, new and old, and not just the members that are, nominated for an award by someone. It's really important to be able to bring everybody together to have a great time, and we're just loving that we could all come together and enjoy this beautiful space on a beautiful night and celebrate being a community and a membership.
Renee, this is such an amazing event. We have it's just unbelievable.
We thought about this for a year or more before I even came to the Chamber.
Exactly.
And we envisioned what it would be like, and it surpassed what I thought it would be.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's gone beyond our wildest dreams. And
everyone's so festive.
Mila is such an amazing place, and the food is, and the environment, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, we can't thank them enough. This is a beautiful space with wonderful food, beautiful people who came to share the night. We couldn't be happier.
To learn more about upcoming Exeter Chamber of Commerce events and to get involved, visit exeterarea.org.
I mean, we have members that have been here, members of the Chamber for 40 years. 40 plus years. That's crazy.
Well, you know what? Cheers.
Cheers. We're grateful. Thank you.
Tickets are going fast for the 2023 Powder Keg Beer and Chili Festival. If you're still on the fence about going, here's what you need to know.
If you're ready for a day of delicious food and tasty beer, the 11th annual Powder Keg Beer and Chili Festival is returning to Exeter for another year of fun in Swayze Parkway. Guests can expect a day of beer, chili, games for adults and children such as cornhole, and other such entertainment, including music by Maddie and the Penders. VIP admissions begin at 12 p.m. in Swayze Parkway, with general admission opening at 1 p.m. You can check out the festival's website at powderkegbeerfest.com.
And lastly, this video marks the 100th edition of the Exeter Biweekly Report on our YouTube channel. To mark the occasion, we look back at editions of old to see how the show has grown.
Hillary here with another Exeter Weekly Report.
I'm your host, Garrett Prey, and this is Exeter's Biweekly Report.
For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The report had its start as a 4-day weather forecast back in 2018. We quickly expanded to include upcoming community events and short public service announcements from town departments. Producing the show every Thursday as the Exeter Weekly Report, we began to cover more and more town news.
Tonight at 7 p.m. at the Exeter YMCA, Arts and Reach is unveiling a new mural. On May 28th, Exeter residents gathered to pay respect for those who served and lost their lives in service to the United States.
Shifting to a bi-weekly program, we were able to add more storytelling and quality to our reports, expanding our coverage and highlighting important local news. In the stadium parking lot behind Exeter High School, the New Hampshire National Guard has set up one of 13 vaccination sites across the state. When coming from downtown, to turn onto Brentwood Road, go on the right of the median. And even having a bit of fun to help promote events and services.
Will you let me out? Yeah!
What's that?
The hosts and formats may have changed over the years, but Exeter TV's dedication to keeping Exeter residents informed and educated about local government and town services remains the same. The Exeter Biweekly Report is published every other Friday on Exeter TV and on YouTube. The report is also sent out by the town's email newsletter straight to your inbox, so be sure to subscribe on the town website. We're excited to see where our next 100 episodes take us and the stories we'll cover in the next 5 years. For those who have been tuning in since day one, or for first-time viewers, thanks for watching. That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on October 13th for the next edition of the show. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a great weekend, Exeter.